How do you take down a $1 million deal with a short timeline and still walk away with six-figure profits? We just made it happen, and today we're breaking down exactly how we structured it, funded it, and how you can do the same. I'm Paul Rodriguez, and with me, as always, is my business partner and best friend, Mike Oakes.
How's it going, everybody? Happy to be here. And yeah, Paul said it best. We got a nice deal funded for our friend and operator in Houston, Leuver. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit and explain how we did all of it. So I'll kick it off. The power of private capital and how we got a second position funded is most investors truly think that you have to use all your money. We did when we first started out, and that is completely wrong to get the deal funded. So we structured this deal. It was a wholesale deal, to be honest, at $850. That is going to turn into a $1.35 million ARV house that we were able to get a private money lender to come in at second position to fund the gap, which is the rehab budget, and create a win-win for everybody. And we're busting myths out here and showing people that you don't have to use all of your capital just to get into a real estate deal. You can use OPM, which is other people's money. But Paul, I'd love to hear a little bit about the deal, if you could break it down for the folks at home. But before Paul does that, I need you guys to like, comment, subscribe. We're going to have a lot more capital raising content coming for you guys. So I want you guys to really buckle up and write these things down, because they worked for us. We did it in a very short window. I think it was about 2 weeks we had to get this deal funded, if not even less. So Paul, talk about the deal and let the people know how we got this done, man.
So let's break down the numbers. High profit, low risk. This is an investment that I would recommend to my grandmother. Okay, so as Mike alluded to, we've got a $1.3 million ARV on this property. So all in with hard money and everything, our investor was at $850,000. In order to complete the renovations on this property, they needed $150,000. Now the problem with trying to find that type of money is typically it's very expensive. People want to charge 30, 40, 50% return on their investment, and that's just not feasible. It cuts into profits, and it makes it very difficult for the flipper to make the money that they're doing it for. And so the way we were able to structure it is, instead of getting those high percentages, we were able to get it at 18%, and we were able to get them a $210,000 minimum profit on this flip, which is amazing considering the timeline, the amount of money and capital that they needed. And this is all going to be done in 3 to 6 months. And this is how you make money move, guys, okay? People love seeing actual deal breakdowns and real numbers, and that's what we're giving you here today. This is no fluff. We went straight to the source and made this deal happen.
Absolutely. Yeah, shout out to Leuver for letting us, really just get underneath his wings and have us create some ways that he can scale his business, because he's been killing it, but he wants to level up and do even more. So that's what we're trying to provide for Leuver and any other trusted or credible operators in the real estate space that need help scaling. That's what we're trying to do. And also along the lines of that, Paul really wants to help with the affordable housing crisis that's going on. So we do have some multifamily partners that we have started with some hotel and apartment conversions that we can't really talk too much about just yet, but don't you worry, folks, that is coming. But the game changer for us is that time in this. We didn't have a lot of it, and networks matter. So, we didn't have a lot of time, so we had to leverage our network, reach out to as many people as we possibly could to see if they were going to be able to fund it. And that's all we did. The deal actually closes today, January 31st. You guys are going to be seeing this the Monday after, but that's what is going on. We made it happen, and it really is about speed, just getting as many eyes on the deal as you can, and really having the credibility and the documents to prove why you should get involved in the deal and why it's going to make you the returns that Paul just talked about. One, Leuver's a GOAT in Houston, and two, it's in one of the nicest areas in Houston. So there's only really upside. That's really it. It's only growing, and ours is even going to be priced a little bit lower than some of the highest priced houses there. So, yeah, urgency drives people towards the deal and just getting as many eyes on it as you possibly can. But yeah, yeah, it's a crazy world, man. Crazy world.
Crazy indeed. And I feel like sometimes the objections that you're going to get on some of these deals are equally as crazy, right? And so I want to touch on that and kind of give you guys an idea of how we overcame a lot of the objections. And so as a lender on this deal, you have a lot of risk, right? A lot of times you're lending six figures to people that you don't know. So as a lender, you really have to make sure that your money is protected, it's secured by real estate. And so that's the biggest piece in this, is the collateral piece. So we're fortunate enough to work with operators that have a lot of money in equity, right? So they have portfolios in the 7 to 8 figure range. And so when you're working with operators like that, it makes it very easy for a lender to feel comfortable and to lend those big amounts because they know that their investment is backed by real estate. And so this is something that we like to call collateralizing the loan. Or in other words, we take whatever equity is in those owned properties and we put it up and basically say, hey, listen, worst case scenario, aliens abduct us, we're not able to make the payments, we can't fix this property and flip it. You're going to get your money one way or another. Either we're going to sell off the property that we're currently flipping and get you back your principal and your return, or we're going to go out and sell the property that we already own so that we can get you your money back, okay? And that is so important for lenders, right? Because it's very easy for me to say, hey, I need $150,000 tomorrow, and they're like, okay, awesome, they send it. The flip doesn't go right, they don't get their money back, and they're freaking out. They're like, dude, that was my kid's college fund. That was the money we were gonna, invest in our new house, and now I can't do that because you just burned me, right? And so never in any scenario do we want to borrow money that we don't absolutely know that we can pay back, okay? That's like the biggest thing here. And so we really have to overcome those objections. And so the biggest one was showing them that, hey, we can collateralize the loan, we can give you a return that makes sense, and anything else, let's just have a conversation. That's the biggest thing. Like, I feel like people view negotiations as this scary, daunting task when in all actuality, it doesn't have to be that complicated. It can be very simple. You can just say, hey, listen, I'm a person, you're a person. You have needs, you want to protect your best interests, and so do I. So let's just come to an agreement. We'll draft it, we'll put it in paperwork, and we'll sign off on it together. That's all it is. Don't hype it up more than it needs to be. So you have to address concerns. You have to really empathize with them. And you have to say, okay, if this was me, I'm going to put myself in their shoes. How would I want to be protected? And if you can make your lender feel very secure, you will get any deal done.
Yeah, and just so you know, folks, this isn't just one flip that we're doing. We have multiple in Houston that we aren't going to speak on them just yet, but they should be getting everything signed, if not today, within the next couple of days. And then the Savannah deal, that is a conversion over there that we will have tons more to talk about with you guys. But one thing I want to reach out to, or if you're an investor who's looking to try to make stronger returns, trying to scale your business, or even just learn how to create passive income through real estate, reach out to us. We're going to be doing a lot of capital raising this year and trying to help as many people scale their business as we possibly can. So if you are an investor, let's figure out how we can get you into some of these deals. If you're an operator, let's get the credibility packet so we can see if we can help scale your business. But Paul, let's get this closed up and out of here, brother. Give the people what they're gonna see, and let's keep it moving and make some more things happen today.
If you want to learn how to structure high profit deals, find the right investors, and scale your real estate game, subscribe and hit us up. We've got a lot more coming, and you don't want to miss it. From the boys over here at Veterans Choice Investments, have a great rest of your day.